Investing in land is a wise move in today's market. However, it can be overwhelming to go through the whole process of choosing the best rural land that will give you the best return on investment. You'll need to research and learn about what you should consider so that you make a well-informed decision in selecting the right farmland that will serve your purpose and meet your goals. The biggest challenges when you decide to invest in farmland include finding a place to grow your business. According to the Department of Agriculture, you can check out the FSA's inventory of farmland property for purchase to begin with. Whether you decide to lease, rent, or purchase land, here are some things to consider when finding land specifically tailored to fit your needs. Montana still holds the top spot for rural property. Even beginning farmers or general landowners can make their mark in any part of the state. Following Montana on the list is Kansas with its own distinct farming land. Whether you settle for a small acre of land for sale or farms you want to grow for a long time, Kansas has it. Here are more of the best places for farms: North Dakota, Texas, Oklahoma, Iowa, Kentucky, Colorado, and Wyoming. The most essential factors to consider when you're searching for farmland include location, the right price point, listings, and marketing strategy. Additionally, scrutinizing all the items listed here will help you better evaluate and assess if a property for sale is suitable for you. Knowing what type and quality of soil there is on the farm property should be your top priority. This will determine what you can do and how much you can earn on that farmland property. Make sure that the soil is appropriate for your goals. For example, you would want to know if the soil is right for growing vegetables or for grazing cattle. Knowing the depth to the water table and the depth to a constrictive layer will give you hints if the soil is good enough to grow fruits and vegetables. You should also take note of soil contamination or soil pollution from the property's soil history report. Remember that the success of your plans for the farmland you will purchase will largely depend on what the soil can give you. In regards to land suitability and climate, you're going to want to know how much of the whole property is usable. There are available tools on the USDA's web soil survey that you can use to determine the approximation of suitable cropland for the property. Otherwise, you can do a manual measurement using a measuring wheel. Other factors of land suitability that you would also want to consider include location and proximity. Is the property accessible to markets, customers, labor agricultural support services, and supply stores? Land orientation. How many sunny and shady areas are there? If you plan to grow vegetables, make sure you have a lot of sunny areas where your plants can get full sun so you can maximize your yield. Microclimates. Know information like wet areas and high spots exposed to dry winds to see what crop varieties you can grow. Topography or slope. When you need to grow acres of crops, you will need land flat enough to safely operate the equipment. Vegetation. Identify limitations to existing tree cover and other possible measures needed to control vegetation if necessary, like tree removal and weeding. Poisonous weeds. Weed pressure can cause a lot of problems on a farm property, so you should know if there's an existing weed problem in the area. Water resources. A much needed element on any farm property is an adequate source and supply of water. For access, it's imperative that good farmland should have consistent access in any time of the day during every farming season. There should be adequate entry and exit points for equipment and vehicles, livestock, and customers. For fencing, it's imperative that you have a functional fence that can provide additional security and protection for your farmland and the animals that roam on it. Other farm elements you should check the presence and quality of on your farm property include cell phone reception, equipment storage, equipment usage, housing, infrastructure, existing livestock, power supply, easements, support services from agricultural organizations, and records. Finally, you cannot dismiss the fact that good farmland should be located in an area where there is limitless revenue potential. Otherwise, your investment would be rendered less valuable if the farmland is barren or your products cannot be marketed to the locals. For this consideration in choosing farmland properties, you should know about these factors: days on the market, farm growth rate, building rate, community growth, competition, and financing. Use the methods above to find and secure the best possible farmland property for the best deal. Knowing the type of farm you like and the right farm area will help you have a greater chance of success getting the farmland property of your dreams. Call United Country today to find more information on how to find rural properties.